Alright, couple of things I learned about Revit MEP. I'm going to start this series on it. One of the things, is you want to go create a new drawing, go to new, project, okay, but then you browse for the template, but choose the system if you want to have both electrical and mechanical on it. Otherwise, it'll just give you electrical or mechanical, and you got to go through a pain in the ass effort to try to set it all up. It's not that big of a pain in the ass, though, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. And basically, see, this is actually an architectural link. You can't edit it, and I added it, with this insert link Revit, and you basically just open your drawing in. I'm opening up the house I drew when I first started out with Revit, or the part of the house I drew. But you can go through a rather complicated process to set up layers and stuff, and actually make this editable here. But it's because a lot of it happens in the view. I think it was view. The place where you manage the graphics. I mean, I'm kind of tired here, more than kind of tired. Now this is actually, again, different though from the architectural menus a little bit. I'm gonna stumble around here a minute. Yeah, the display graphics here. But like I said, a lot of this stuff, these various layers. This is a Revit link. Okay. Right now we don't have any filters or anything, which often turn on. Because I discovered too, like if you're on a HVAC layer and you wanted to turn on like plumbing so you could see it on a plumbing drawing, it's like I said, you got plumbing, and like if you wanted to see a HVAC on plumbing or electrical on plumbing, because they won't show up, they're independent. Here is where you do it. You go in and select plumbing fixtures, but you'll often find that there are filters and so forth when you actually draw duct work. But in this case there isn't. But anyway, it's done in here. That one, a series of videos by this foreign guy, this Morton Bruns Borg Var. It's in I don't know how BRUNSBORG LAURITSEN, and Morton, first name Morton. Anyway, his series of videos kind of detailed how to do some of that, but it's a little complicated to go into, and I don't know how necessary it is. But these leaks are editable, because they'll usually receive these drawings from an architect or something, so they might need to edit the actual data, and you can, again, if you go in and take care of all these filters and deal with the links, but it'll actually allow you to have access to the base data, because you can duplicate. It starts with duplicating one of the layers, and then you kind of go from there, create your own elevations, etc. Now to draw duct work, like HVAC, you can go to this is the first mechanical layer. You can look at the elevations in it, and see what I did. I don't have any roof on this thing. I mean, I could theoretically go back to Revit architecture and add a roof, but I'll just leave it off for this. These experiments. But yeah, so anyway, if you're going to route a duct, just go to duct, and you can, I got round duct selected, with T's, but if you got taps and various other, square duct and so forth, we just keep it simple. So if you wanted to place a duct, you could start there, but oops, I shouldn't have done that. You can start with choosing your offset, like let's say I wanted it 3 feet above the ground, which is what I drew this one. And I'll start it there. Then if you come up and say, like 10 foot, which is what I put this other one, and then hit apply, it'll do vertical run. So, and you can pick up where you left off from there, and then do the same thing again. Go down to 8 feet, hit apply. Okay, and that does the ceiling drop. So you can see in the 3D view, what I just did there. So it's a little funky, but these are just the very, very basics how to manually draw duct.